So for today on Roo'Letics, we have one of our own student athletes. Can you introduce yourself to our listeners?
Hi, my name is McKenzie Pearson, and I am on the track and field team at UMKC. I am currently a junior, and I am majoring in business management and digital arts, digital media.
Thank you, McKenzie. I'm happy to have you as a guest today on Roo'Letics. On our first podcast, myself and McKenzie had a conversation about the overall mental challenges one faces while being a student, but also an athlete on the Division I level. How would you describe the mental and physical load that you go through?
I would say it's weight bearing. We go through a lot of practices and get into study hall and classes all at one time. We just have to make sure our schedules are balanced and we have everything in coordination with one another and doesn't run into practice or run into class or training or eating meals.
Mm-hmm. Do you face any challenges with these problems?
I would say just pushing through practice because it can be a big load on the body sometimes. So you just have to push through it and make sure you go to training and get some treatment, just recover the correct way, take care of your body, get enough fluids.
So with it being only 2 months into the school year, how would you describe practice and competition?
So for me, I would say practice it's been crazy. It's been hectic. We go through a lot of transitional periods to plyometrical practices, sprint practices, and endurance practices. I would say the season has been going by fast, but we still got a lot left to go. We don't have any competitions coming up yet besides cross country, which I'm not on. Yeah.
What do you look forward for the upcoming track and field season, or for the rest of the track and field season?
I look forward to me and my teammates, or the whole team, coaches, having a good season, making progress, and having good performance-wise on the track, runway, just enjoying our time and becoming better athletes, mentally, physically, and emotionally.
Cool. So what is your favorite part about being a student athlete at UMKC?
I would say my favorite part is just being able to use the facilities and being able to have people, as in your coaches and trainers, there to help you get better or recover and just push you, motivate you when you're not feeling well. Talking to you and telling you how much progress you're making and like how they see that you're getting better even if you don't feel like it.
While your season is still getting ramped up, what could you say as an athlete is something that you could work on or improve within your sport or school, if anything?
I could say I could improve on just going to the trainers and just getting some recovery done, taking care of my legs, and then taking some more ice baths, just being in the training room more, really, because the amount of work we put in is tearing my body up. I could say that.
Do you participate in other activities of clubs outside of your sport?
Besides track and field, I'm on the Roo'Letics Podcast, K-ROO School Radio station. And I do like a couple things on the side by myself.
All right. Do you have a job?
No, I do not have a job. I'm looking for one, but, I'd rather be my own boss, so there's that.
Who is your favorite athlete, and could it either be a pro or another college athlete, and why?
I would say my favorite athlete right now is Fred Curley and Sydney McLaughlin.
Mm-hmm.
She's just cold in the hurdles. I say a thing move too. She's like hard. They're some powerful athletes, and I know the training they go through is like way more harder than what we're doing right now. But I'll say them three are probably my favorite athletes right now, and I've seen their progress from college to now. They have grown, and you could tell, and it's just good seeing people perfecting their craft and something that they love. So I love watching them.
And if you don't mind telling us, what does it look like when you were locking in for the game days?
I would say for competition days, it looks like, waking up early. Either we have pre-meet just to warm up a little bit before we go eat breakfast, have a nice little healthy breakfast, and orange juice, maybe some eggs, yogurt. Something light, not too heavy, not too light. And then after that, just go into the track, turning on, music makes you get in the zone and warming up again, preparing to compete and just making sure you're ready mentally, just executing the plan that you and your coaches have written out and just go in, do your best.
Do you have any routines?
I wouldn't say I have any routines. I always have to play my music, of course, and then I'll repeat one of my favorite scriptures that I always repeated since I've been doing track. That's about it, and just telling myself don't overthink, get in my head, and, get frustrated because that really messes up a lot being an athlete.
Speaking of music, do you have a certain artist or genre of music you listen to?
I like a lot of hip-hop and R&B music, old school, new school, mostly.
All right. And what are your top 3 songs to listen to on game days?
I wouldn't have any top 3 songs right now, but I like to put on a shuffle and just let it go.
Mm-hmm. All right. That has been McKenzie Pearson of the UMKC track and field team. I would sincerely thank McKenzie for coming on the show, and I want to sincerely thank you for listening.